Good job on that RE5. I can't believe we actually did that. That was amazing. Hey, John or Mods, if you can answer, do you plan on doing a stream again with Maxwell or any of the freelance astronauts again? Do they even stream anymore? I don't think they've been streaming for a long time, unless they just got back into it recently. I've met with Fair and... Oh, God, wasn't Fair and EightEK, I think it was? And they both said, like, everyone just kind of moved into different places. They get to see each other every now and then, but not enough to, like, stream like they used to.
Mm.
John, I tend to drop everything I'm doing and disregard friends and family just to watch you stream. Is this bad? Yes.
Especially the family part.
What are they saying? Weeks, don't you mean months? I don't know what that's referring to. I don't know if it's referring to me saying I was busy for a couple weeks. Because well, technically, it's been a month and a half, I guess, technically now, because that last video went up in December, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, and now that it's February. Maybe that's why I keep forgetting it's February now. Yeah, we'll get back onto it soon, don't worry. Johnny, you go ahead,
What was your favorite part of the egg challenge?
The fact that we succeeded.
I thought you were going to say rocket knife, but...
Rocket knife was also pretty fucking amazing. Rocket egg and rocket knife. Hey, John, I made a sequel to the SpaghettiOs comic. What do you think? What the fuck? What the fuck? It's very, very real. Alright, I'll link this in case people haven't seen it. This is the second of the SpaghettiOs comics.
The ensuing saga of the SpaghettiOs comic. Wait, John Bot? Oh, it's the... Oh. What?
It's pretty amazing, not gonna lie. Flip back to the chat.
Wow. Have you played Flappy Bird? No. Tim did a video on that, and I have no interest in playing that game.
No, I haven't played it either.
Have you played / do you have any of the Insomniac Spyro games? I've played most Spyro games actually.
John, what do you think of the announced Sly Cooper and Ratchet and Clank movies? I'm psyched for the Ratchet and Clank movie. Not as much for the Sly Cooper one, but I'm sure it'll be okay.
Same. Ratchet and Clank would seems like it would have the better movie atmosphere.
John, are you ever gonna play more Barbie games? Yes, no. To be continued. John, earlier I heard you talking about Gundam. Was it about Gundam Extreme versus Full Boost? And have you or Kate played the series before? I'm actually really into that. Back when we were talking about that game, actually. That's what G and a couple of his friends have been playing. I guess my friends technically too. I just haven't seen them in a while. Back when we were at university, our arcade actually had the original Mobile Suit Gundam arcade game with 2 setups, so we had people playing against that all the time. So I used to play that a bunch. I liked playing Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam when they came out on PS2. And one of the guys hooked me up with a copy of Gundam vs. Gundam on PSP a while ago, so I really like the games. If I can get the money for it, I might pick up a copy of it. I'll see. I'll think about it in the future.
Is my mic echoing again? Damn it, really?
It's crackling a bit, more than anything.
That's funny.
Oh, if it's echoing, it's because my headphones are literally too close to the microphone.
I don't know. Maybe the wireless thing's going down a little bit.
I noticed you had an Ape Escape 3 file on your memory card. As someone who loves the series, I feel compelled to ask you, what are your thoughts on the series? Interesting series, but definitely an acquired taste. I think the monkeys themselves are more interesting than maybe the games themselves, which is kind of why I like their appearance in Metal Gear Solid 3. Is Gex okay after that one stream? I hope so. I haven't really heard from him much. Yeah, he's probably out of his head.
He's fine.
It was an accident, so we're not worried about it, and we don't hold it against him. So, John, what are your plans for Valentine's Day? Sitting at home alone crying, probably. Sounds about right.
Yep. How much of Gundam have you watched? Watched a couple of the series. The one, if you talk, I think the one that what they're talking about is how he referenced G Gundam with the my hand is burning red.
I haven't watched too much of Gundam. I've watched all of the original series and all of Wing. I have Zeta. Yeah, Zeta on my computer to watch as well at some point. Originally, when I was living with Kellican, we had planned to watch kind of every Gundam series in order, but we only ended up getting through the original series. And even then, I don't even think he did. I think it was only just me. Unless he might have watched ahead of me. I can't remember. Maybe he watched Zeta, but he gave me all of Zeta to watch. So
I've watched a few series here and there. There's actually a fully sized model of the Gundam in Japan.
I'm hoping to eventually watch G Gundam. I think that's probably the next one I want to watch, because Master Asia is amazing.
He is really cool.
My experiences with Master Asia sadly are limited to the video games. So the Dynasty Warrior Gundam games, where he's just like, I am Master Asia. I am powerful. Now I am Super Asia. He's so good. I love it.
It was pretty good. Domo's pretty good too.
Domo.
What?
And Domo.
Most of the voice actors are pretty hilarious, honestly.
All hail Master Asia. God, I really need to watch that, man. Answer me, Domo.
It is a good series.
Fuck, I really wish I remember that whole quote, because that is just it's just so good. I've seen every now and then I'll watch that clip.
It's actually a short series.
Damn it, John, I'll be your Valentine. Aww.
Pretty sure you get a lot of Valentines. Duke has sent you plenty already.
Did he? Oh, right. Yeah, you're right.
John, is PlayStation also has a potential TRG tournament?
Say that again?
PlayStation All-Stars. TRG tournament, yes, yay or nay?
Potentially. We need more people to play it. That's the problem we've had with previous tournaments. Not enough people have played the games we suggest. And or care to practice, so yeah.
Oh, that Bomberman one, that was...
Promise me this, John. If I can resub, can I get a crit? Demo, you might have to remind me about that, but I'm sure I can arrange that.
Yeah, at least you can get a Mortal Kombat.
John, can I invite you to a fundraiser? Give me more details and I'll see.
She's trying to raise money for a friend.
Alright, my schedule's a little bit wonky, so give me some details on it and I'll see if I can help out anyway. If I can't, then at least I can help out by retweeting.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot he did that. The Domo's voice actor did Mega Man and Maverick Hunter X.
Oh god.
I forgot he did that. Oh, the lines of that one are good too.
Look, the east is burning red. Pong for TRG tournament? You know what? I'd be totally down for that. We just need to get a legit good copy of Pong.
There's actually a version of Pong on the PlayStation, which is really weird.
Since you mentioned DSP, John, what are your thoughts about him and his many playthroughs? I've been watching his channel long before his infamous Metal Gear Solid games. I've actually met Darkside Phil. I met him at ScrewTac Gaming Convention last year. We played Halo 2 in the tournament block together for Iron Man of Gaming. He seemed alright. In person, when he's not recording videos and shit, he seems like a pretty chill guy. But I can see why people don't like him. So, I mean, it's a weird dichotomy of, what do you do? Do you hate the person that he is, or do you hate his persona? So, it's weird. Pong on the PS1 is a load of fun. It's interesting, but, it's not as fast-paced as, say, actual Pong.
It's so slow. They tried to add powers to make it more interesting, but it's so much slower than regular Pong.
We could also just hook up for a game of MMO Pong, so that one's always good. I haven't played MMO Pong in a long time. John, who is your favorite anime protagonist? Kenshiro, I assume.
Duh. Actually, no, I don't know about this one actually, because I just know it's your favorite series.
I would probably say Kenshiro, but can I say Master Asia?
Is that really protagonist?
Master Asia. It's really all I want is just Master Asia to get his own series.
He was pretty cool.
John, could you recommend me some GameCube games? Four Swords Adventure, Wind Waker, hit or miss, but Super Mario Sunshine.
Metroid Prime.
Yeah, the Metroid Primes, although Echo's not as good as original. The Rogue Squadron series that's on there, although apparently 2 is better than 3.
If you're into the type of stuff, Pikmin. Let's see, what else?
I'm literally looking up at my shelf right now. Tales of Symphonia.
Oh, that's a good one.
Beautiful Joe 1 and 2.
There's a Fire Emblem game on there. There's also Donkey Kong Jungle Beat if you want a different controller experience.
Oh yeah, Donkey Kong is also interesting for a music rhythm game if you've got the setup for it. I've got like 2 or 3 bongo sets just around here. Just
ooh, really?
dust.
I need one. I have the game, but I need a bongo set.
Kirby's Air Ride's interesting if you got people to play it. There's a bunch.
Yep. And there was someone... Shit, there's a question I wanted to ask earlier. What was it? John K., do you read any webcomics, and if so, which?
I don't really read that much anymore of webcomics. XKCD I'll read from time to time. Saturday Morning Breakfast Cereal is also entertaining. Oh, shit. What's that one? I don't know if someone in the chat will probably know this. I see some guys on Facebook link it every now and then. It's a very Calvin and Hobbes-esque comic.
Oh, Sandra and Wu?
What?
Sandra and Wu?
Is that the one about the unicorn and the girl?
Unicorn, no. It's about a raccoon and a girl.
Nope, that's not the one.
Okay.
There's a series about like a unicorn and a small girl that's very Calvin and Hobbes-esque. It's actually fairly entertaining.
No. Well, I'd recommend the one I just said, which is it's also definitely influenced by Calvin and Hobbes, which is Sandra and Wu. It's about a girl and her pet raccoon that can talk.
Aw, some poker joker just told me MMO Pong's gone. That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, Cyanide Happen is also good.
Question: how did you meet
Heavenly
Dan?
Nostrils, that's the one. Heavenly Nostrils. Novusuna knows it. How do you knife a rocket? You just stab it. I met Dan... I assume we're talking about Kellican. I met Dan through a bunch of other friends I had, really. It was just like meeting a group of people at once. We all went to conventions back when I actually cosplayed, and I met a bunch of people that way, and I met Dan through that. And then when there came a point where we were just kind of acquaintances, and we got to a point where we both needed somewhere to live, and we just became roommates, and we just hit it off really well. So he's one of my best friends in town.
Nice.
Do you have a P.O. box, John? We can all send you Valentine's cookies. Yes, I do have a P.O. box. It's listed on my Facebook and on my YouTube channel on the About page.
Have you ever seen Bobo Bo Bobo? If so, did you like it?
Oh God, Bobo 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 is amazing.
It's hilarious.
If you like stupid anime, watch it. Bobo is so good.
It makes 0 sense, but it is awesome.
John, when can we expect the next Mario Party game for TRG? I believe you've got a couple months before you see it, or even before like that.
Well, either of you be playing Bravely Default when it comes out.
Probably
eventually.
I already got it pre-ordered. I've been in a weird RPG mood lately. I've been playing Mother, Earthbound 1. Or Earthbound 0,
really?
sorry. Yeah, just like the other day, I was just like, I feel like playing Earthbound 0. I don't know why, but I'll play it.
Nice.
And now I'm like level 13. I just got out of Magicant for the first time.
I've been playing Persona 4 Golden for the past couple of days. Yeah, I'll probably get Bravely Default eventually. I do need to finish Fire Emblem Awakening before I get another long 3DS RPG.
Fair enough. John, would you ever consider doing more videos with Gerard? You guys have awesome chemistry in videos. I'd love to, but I mean, it's more his call than mine, I guess. He shouldn't be just constantly like doing collabs with me. He's got to get all that variety in there. He's got tons of people who want to collab with him.
Oh, sure. That's awesome.
I'd love to do another project with him, but I mean, when the time comes, we will do another project together. John, Mario Kart 8 Sub Night when it's released this May. Yes, no. I think if the first thing I would do would just be a free-for-all on Mario Kart. Like, just play with people, and then maybe after that, Sub Nights, specific things. Speaking of Sub Nights, current game plan for Sub Night is this Saturday, but I've yet to get all the information, the voting together yet for what game we're going to play. Right now, I'm going to say that it is Saturday for sure, but if something changes, I'll either say in a later stream this week, or presumably if you're a sub and you don't get a message, then maybe. We'll see. I'll figure something out. It's the only thing I can say. Trying to get back on track with things here. And John, are we doing AI games of the future? Would Sonic Shuffle be considered? Maybe. I have a burnt copy of it I could probably play, I think. Favorite Metal Gear Solid game and why? Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, but the Subsistence version, because it has a really good camera, a lot more freedom to it than other Metal Gears had at the time, and I kind of like the music style they chose for the whole game. It's kind of got a James Bond-esque feel to it. I'm a really big fan of James Bond.
True. So John, are you going to see the new Godzilla movie when it comes out or later?
I'll probably see it when it comes out.
Me too.
I've got to see RoboCop in a week. RoboCop is next week.
All right.
Or I think it's this week. It's the 10th, right?
It's 12th, I think.
No,
it's 14th, I think.
It's the 4th. Hang on. There's one easy way to check.
Internet.
February 12th.
Okay, I was right the first time.
February 12th is in fact a Wednesday.
Yeah,
what?
It's a weird one.
It's a weird day. All right, whatever. I'll watch it.
Obviously enough. Do you like streaming more than making videos for YouTube?
Streaming's more laid back.
Same, yeah.
But I don't know. It's up and up. There's something that you feel more, I guess, accomplished with a fully done video for YouTube.
Yeah, because you can edit it, you can make it look prettier and look better and stuff.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's just the fun of just being able to interact with you guys and just do stupid shit.
Oh yeah, completely.
Like I don't have to actually like practice or get like good at a game. I can just fuck around in a game blindly, and people will find it funny as long as I'm being entertaining with it. So, or like in the case that usually happens with these streams, we just do stupid shit. That's really all I ask for with these streams. So that's why I enjoy doing these so much.
Nice.
But I would like enough to strike that right balance. I'm trying to work on that right now. John, can we watch Sonic get bored and commit suicide? That's Sonic CD you're thinking of. Wrong game. John, can you post the My Toe song on YouTube? Why would I post it on YouTube?
Just find a link or... It's not... Yeah.
I also don't have the link open at the moment for what it was. John, who's your favorite Bond? Oof. See, I've always, yeah.
Actor, like, okay,
I've always had a soft spot for Brosnan because he was my first, but I'm gonna say Connery. I feel like it's cliche to say, but it's Connery.
It's true. It's Connery just had the swagger down so well.
There's something about Moore that I've never fully liked. Actually, you know what? Actually, I feel like being a little controversial tonight. Maybe I'm kind of gonna say Timothy Dalton.
Really?
Dalton, while he was only in 2 movies. Dude was fucking dark when he did Bond. Like, I do really like the movies he was in.
Fair enough.
But, you know, like, usually I'll say Brosnan or Dalton, although I've been really liking the Daniel Craig movies. Well, except for Quantum of Solace, but really at this point, who likes Quantum of Solace that much?
No one likes Quantum of Solace.
Everyone loved Casino Royale that was gonna be into it, even though it was more like a Bourne movie. And then Skyfall... Either people liked it a little bit more, a little bit less. I like Skyfall a little bit less than Casino Royale, but it's still a fantastic movie.
See, I have mixed feelings about Skyfall. The movie just kind of, I don't know.
John, I can't stop thinking about that Saint Seiya figure we saw at the pawn shop. Will you please get it for me, lol? I'll pay you back. Yeah, I think I actually have to swing by there tomorrow to check, maybe have to return one of those games, so I'll swing by there.
Aw. Saint Seiya is a good figure, a good anime.
A couple people surprised by Dalton.
I don't know. My favorite Bond movie. I don't know. Whatever. Moving on.
Casino Royale greater than Skyfall, greater than Quantum Solace. I will agree with that order. That's right. Quantum of Solace had the problem of being written during the writer's strike, so like they had to kind of rush it out to make sure the company didn't go bankrupt. So it's kind of a shit movie in comparison to the two that actually had work done on them, aka Skyfall and Quantum, or sorry, Casino, Skyfall and Casino.
Any funny One White Guy stories you can tell it now?
I think Dalton's regarded as the closest Bond to the books. Yeah, maybe that's why I liked it so much. Fuck, I really should read the Bond books. I picked up a bunch of them. Shit, what were we talking about just then? What was the question you literally just said?
One White Guy stories?
Nothing recently, I guess. I'm trying to. There was something silly, and it was like Magfest related, but nothing is coming to mind right now. Sorry, my mind's a bit of a cloud at the moment. Yeah, nothing's really coming to mind at the moment, guys. Sorry.
Favorite movie of all time? Toss up between Dark Knight. I don't know. Dark Knight's the first one that comes to mind, but I think it is one I like more.
John, any dirt you can dish on Luca after the visit? Yeah, she hates me. So there's your dirt. John, is it okay that I broke your egg? What a yolk. Waka waka waka. John, when are you finally going to put a timer in your videos? What?
Eh? There's the bar on the bottom of the YouTube video.
I don't know if I'm not sure if they're referring to YouTube videos or to streams. If they're referring to streams, I don't know. One of these days I might do that because sometimes I'm a little flexible with that timer. Sometimes I'll go over. Sometimes I'll go under. John, you kind of seem like an FPS kind of guy. How come you never play Call of Duty or games of that nature? Because I'm not usually in the mood for it. Usually if I play like a multiplayer game, I kind of get like a bit into it too much. Like I'll play Halo from time to time. I like Halo. But it's not something I always want to spend my time with because the multiplayer scene around a lot of those shooters is kind of toxic and sucks.
Oh god, yes.
That's why I'll either only play with friends usually, or I'll play cooperative games like Left 4 Dead or Payday 2, which is why I've been so into Payday 2 lately.
I know join you guys for Payday 2 at some point.
Let's do 5 more questions. I'm running out of power here.
Yeah. John Luca K. If you had to remove one word from the English language, which word would you remove?
I like how Luca she's not even in the call and people are asking her questions. That's great. One word from the English language. Shishka bibble. No, honestly, really? I don't have a legitimate answer for that. Because I feel like if you say something that's considered derogative, something else is just going to replace it.
Yeah, I guess there'll be something else to replace the word. So I guess just a word that you don't like the sound of, like even if it means something okay. I don't know, I can't think of anything off the top of my head either.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pass on that one, sorry. There's the 5 questions, so probably done in an hour or two. No, I'm exhausted. We're keeping it at 5.
That was one.
We'll redo that one because we didn't really have an answer to that. Yeah. So, John, I just started Let's Playing, but I can only record HD games. What should I get for PS2 and older? There are some capture cards that do HD that can also do SD, so it really depends. There are a couple different recommendations out there. Currently, for streaming, and I've been trying recording on it lately, I mainly use a Dazzle, but those can be hit or miss.
So it depends. Dazzles are pretty solid overall, but you can't get bad ones.
Yeah, so your mileage may vary on that.
Other ones that are popular that I know of is like a Diamond. I forget what that thing's called.
Oh, shoot. I know what you're talking about. I mean, let me just check. Let me just get some recognitions from more qualified people here. I'm going to check the tech support for it on Something Awful and see what they recommend for standard definition capture cards.
Yep.
Standard definition, they recommend the Hauppauge USB Live 2, which I've tried and I had a shit time with it. So I don't know if I just if I just had a really bad one or what.
Yeah, the standard definition of micropage works like shit.
No, not the Apage. It's a different thing.
Right, the HD, right. Sorry.
Yeah, so the USB Live 2 is the name of that capture card. I got one. That was one thing I thought would fix my Superman issues. All the recordings I got from that were bugged, but maybe I just didn't have the settings correct on it.
Sorry, go ahead.
You go ahead.
I was gonna say, warning though, 10 bars. Some computers are not compatible with the Black Magic. I got one, and my computer is not compatible with it, so I had to send it back. Be careful. But make sure your computer it has the correct chip in it.
They also recommend the AverMedia DVD Easy Maker 7 and the Pinnacle Dazzle DVD Recorder HD, aka the Dazzle. So what I use for streaming. So your mileage may vary, but those are some of the recommended ones from Something Awful.
Yeah. John O'Khead, what's your favorite music band of all time?
Of all time? Oof, that's tough.
Probably.
I'm gonna be thinking about this. Hang on.
It's toss-up between either Coldplay or Billy Joel.
I've been really into this band for a long time called the RX Bandits. I think sometimes better known as the Pharmaceutical Bandits. They broke up for a while ago. Now they're back together again, supposedly doing a tour. But they are interesting. Like, I want to say progressive, but not quite. They're more of a jam band that just goes like crazy everything with their songs. They used to have a ska section to their songs. It was all great. They're all just chaotic and just sound like amazing together. So just the lyrics are a bit more, I guess, political than most people would care about. Political or just like about commercialism and stuff like that. A bit more deep than most people want out of songs, but they're catchy, very catchy music. Highly recommend them.
I love ska music. It sounds so chaotic, but it's such a funky
beat. It's not really ska, but they had horn section, which could give them a ska sound at times.
Okay.
So. John, has the 3DS capture card arrived? No, not yet. It's still gonna be a while.
Yeah, definitely. It takes like a week to send to the guy, and then he takes a few days and sends it back.
Yeah, it'll be a couple weeks yet.
Yeah.
John, is it weird if I listen to video games music far more than any other form of music? No, a lot of people are like that. I actually had a weird phase where I went through that as well too. And
sorry.
I call it a phase, but really it doesn't matter because a lot of games now have proper like orchestral composers and everything. So really nowadays it's not that uncommon.
I'm an iTunes user, so I don't get whole albums. I only have 2 full albums in my entire library: Shadow of the Colossus and Monster Hunter, the orchestra versions of the song. So I think that's 4, so 1 more pretty much.
That was 3 on my hand I got here.
Okay, well, whatever, 3.
John, how do you manage to stream audio with a Dazzle? I tried the VAC method, but that ended up not working due to distortion caused by the program. I actually do the virtual audio cable method.
Yeah,
so
same.
Virtual audio cable goes through it. You need a decent amount of computer if you're going to do real time, or you do like a slight delay on it and then delay the camera. So either way. But yeah, VAC method is traditionally the way to go.
It's pretty much the only one unless you want to like have the game audio play through a microphone, and then that doesn't sound as good.
People asking if Chugga is a brony. Yeah, that's been confirmed.
If there was a Kickstarter for a Crazy Taxi MMO, how much would you back it?
A Crazy Taxi MMO? How would that even work?
I don't know.
The problem with an MMO is you need something for, sorry, hang on a sec. I'm getting to that point where I'm like in and out of consciousness. The problem with an MMO with a game that's arcadey like that is you need an end goal. Crazy Taxi's end goal was literally to just survive as long as possible and get the best ranking. There's not really a method to that in an MMO sense. Like, what would keep you playing Crazy Taxi if literally the only thing you do is drive? They would have to find interesting ways to challenge it. If they could legitimately put enough thought to create a Crazy Taxi MMO, I would be willing to see it. But I don't think it's really a type of gameplay that really lends itself to an MMO style. But it would be interesting, admittedly, to see people competing for, like, fares, like trying to get the same people or try to rush and, like, steal passengers from other vehicles. That's not necessarily an MMO-style game, but that would be an interesting versus way of playing Crazy Taxi. It's just, like, trying to steal passengers from other people, get the fares there in time, and just try to wreck them around. It would be really cool. Just, I don't think an actual MMO sense would work.
Agreed.
And I'm gonna do one bonus question because I saw someone asking a couple times. What are my thoughts on Magical Star Sign? It's an interesting RPG. This is an RPG on the DS, made by